Hello, and welcome to another episode on the Pleasantcraft server. Now, to get straight to the point, I said not yesterday, well, I guess yesterday in the time of recording, but not for when this video goes live. I promised that we'd be doing a sheep farm, but that's going to have to wait because I am inspired. On stream lately, we've been working on my storage system, which is what we're currently standing in right now. On stream, we've been expanding it because originally it only went down to right about this level where that bed is. Oh, wait, that bed right there. It stopped right there, and that's why the water comes over here. But since then, we've been expanding it to go down to bedrock, and we've put in these walls, and it's really pretty. Ow, that hurt. But yeah, I have been working with KaleHameron. We stayed up till like 3 a.m. Don't mind that. And we were trying to think, because my base causes a lot of lag. Like, we're talking, when I'm online, everybody knows I'm online. They don't even have to hit tab because there are like eating food takes a really long time. Things like that. Lots of block server lag. And I want to help. I want to be a good server member. I want to be a good server mate. And I want to help reduce lag. So in today's video, I'm going to be working on... Oh, got away for a load of shadow. I'm going to be working on improving the lag server friendliness of my storage system. So right now, the current method I have for transporting items, if you can kind of see, we'll go over here and look at it. I have hopper lines with droppers on top to help reduce lag, but that's not enough to help reduce lag. Like, if you look at my frames, in this corner here, I've got 90 FPS while standing here and looking at this. When I turn around and look off in this direction, or actually no, if I look straight up, it jumps up to 600, 700 frames. So I want to help reduce lag because the amount of hoppers in my base is insane. So we're going to hop on, and actually I'm about to start a live stream where I'm going to be working on this, and we're going to be building first down below, involving those ice tracks, but then going back in and tearing out this current system right here and rebuilding it to be much more server friendly. So let's see how this goes, and I'll bring you all back in after I get some progress done. I realized after I finished recording that last clip that I never actually showed you what I've been working on. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to hop into Creative Test World, and I'm going to show off the project I worked on with Kale to give you a glimpse of what we'll be building in the upcoming segment of this video. So let's hop over to that. Let's hop over to that world, and I'll bring you back in a sec. So welcome to my creative testing world. So in this world, I test out farm designs, I film my tutorials, I do other things, pixel art, submarines, things like that. But we're not here to see that. We're here to see what's standing right behind me. This is the new item moving system I'm going to be installing on the server. So as you can see, it's a little prettier, in my opinion, than the hopper chain. Also, I forgot kind of like I wanna cover the bottom of this with trapdoors too, but that'll happen later. But yeah, so it's gonna look like that going in place. The way it works, though, I'm really proud of the way this works. So of course the items use a honey block to get centered along the edge of the block so that when they're flowing along they can get picked up by hoppers, which are going to be sitting behind and filling in the items. And then the items, whatever items that don't get picked up by these hoppers because they aren't filtered, are going to keep going down to the next line. Now I've also built the item dropping system, so if I throw some items in there, it's going to go firing 2 off at a time. They're going to get centered along whatever system, and then they're going to be shot off, land up against the side of the honey block where they're then going to fall and get centered along the edge, then land on some more honey blocks where they then get pushed along, and as I said earlier, if they're not filterable, they don't get picked up, and they get moved on to the next line. And basically, it's a tileable system, so this entire system here will be, oh, is that the end? There it is, okay. This entire system here will be just repeated all the way down the whole storage silo spiral thing. The spiral system of doom and destruction. So yeah, now that you've seen what it looks like on a single tile creative test world, it's time we actually go build this thing. And yeah, I'll bring you all back in after I have made some progress on it. And time to hop back over to Pleasantcraft. So it is now the next day in real life, and last night had a live stream, and I got a lot of progress done on that storage system. So I'm bringing it back in here to show off some progress that we got done. Oh, it doesn't look so much different. No, it doesn't, because I didn't work on that part. I worked on the part that you can't see from here. You get a little glimpse right there. Yeah, took about 3 hours on live stream and just kind of built everything. So it's really kind of hard to see from this angle, but if we like walk around, you can see how all of that module I was talking about has been put in place in every single one of these, going all the way down to bedrock, including the very bottom, where it then gets cooked. I speak English. Gets pushed into the side here, which behind this wall is a item bubble vader. There it is right there. And I also on stream moved the bubble vader over one block because it was originally here, as you can see by this water line, but now it's over one block in order to prevent there just being a line of concrete mixed in with the concrete powder. So I figured I'd bring you guys back in right here just to show you some progress updates. So I just had another live stream where I was working on this, and I was getting this top section of the storage system built or transformed or edited or renovated is the word I'm looking for. So I figured I'd bring it in and show you just like this took about an hour and a half to build this section, tear out and rebuild. And I've got the supplies on me here, and I kind of wanted to bring you in. But like the building process for building one of these sections takes such a long time because you got to go in and you got to place in all these trapdoors, and trapdoors in them themselves are like finagly. They're very difficult to use. And then you got to go in, you got to shift click, and you got to have all the trapdoors facing the right way. And you got to go in and open them all. And then I forgot to do the trapdoors here in the middle. And you got to go in and open these all. And then you go in and you place in the stairs. And it's kind of just the whole process takes a long time. Like we had some great conversations just kind of while I was slowly making my way around this whole platform. But after I finish this whole process, like it's going to be so much more lag. Like I'm pretty sure there's already so much less lag because I've taken out these hoppers. I hope that's the case at least. I'm probably going to have to do this same kind of renovation for my storage system up there with the mob farms, because there's a lot of, or not mob farms, crop farms, because there's a lot of mobs that are not mobs. Oh my gosh, I've just got mobs in the brain. There's a lot of hoppers over there, and it's causing more lag. Lag off in this direction, much less lag though. So it's kind of a big process. But in order to start this, I got to place in this honey block first. And then I go in and grab the trapdoors, and I place the trapdoors. Lol. Yes, he caught me mid-recording. And then I close the trapdoors, grab the honey blocks. And the honey block's purpose is to catch the item. So it's boop, slides down this honey block, follows the block to speed it up a little bit, and then lands on the side. And then the reason why there's 3 of them is just in case one of them slides off a little bit, gets missed. And then it'll slide along in the water, get pushed over, and picked up by the hopper. So yeah. Now that you guys kind of seen what this is like, I won't bring you back in until I'm done. But once I finish, I'll bring you in for a quick update and then let you know what we're doing next. So I wanted to bring you guys in just to show you off like a little bit more of the server, because I know this is only like the second episode of the series. Welcome to the end area. I'm here to repair my elytra because the best XP farm in the server is currently in the end. But I just wanted to show off our little end area. It's very pretty. And if we go through to the end, we got our end island area and our XP farm out over here. It's an Enderman Farm. I'm pretty sure it's Nenbom who designed this. But I gotta turn down my audio settings. Too loud. But to use this, well, first fill your inventory, because the amount of ender pearls you pick up is insane. You go in and you do the thing. You do the thing, right? Do the thing. and then you repair your tools with the amending. And this thing is insane, and I just wanted to show it off a little bit. And I'm going to be doing this more often in the videos, so I'm just going to be kind of showing off whenever I go visit somewhere on the server. I'll try to record it, and so you guys can get a little more, learn more about the server as time goes on. For reference, I built this farm initially, and then it was renovated by the user Curtis N341. He built this box around here and this collection system that turns all of these into shulker boxes of these. So yeah. So I know I said I'd bring you back in for the storage system, but I wanted to show off another piece of work on the server here. KaleHameron and I have our own kelp farm here, and it's one of those designs that has the, oh boy, come on, there we go. It has one of the designs that has this flying machine at the bottom, you can see it down there, that goes through and harvests, and then another flying machine at the top that pushes it all over into the collection system that we've set up, and it throws everything into a giant super smelter at the very end that turns it all into dried kelp blocks over here. And yeah, and then it uses its own fuel supply, uses its own creation as a fuel supply in order to properly keep it running. And this farm, it uses Cub Fan super smelter design with the design Exumavoid used in season 6 of Hermitcraft. I think it was season 6 with his kelp farm, and we used our own, like, the massive hoppers there to keep up with the demand. But it's a very laggy farm, so we try not to run it too often because we don't want to be that guy, you know, that guy who runs the farms that lag the server. But yeah, that's the kelp farm, and I promise the next time I bring you in will be for the storage system when we are finally finishing up the item drop-off system. I made my promise and I kept it. I have officially finished the storage system. Everything except for the filters themselves have been placed in their slots, which means that I have reduced the lag on the server. Hopefully, I am no longer the sole causer of lag. But I finished the farm, the storage system, and the final touches I added that you hadn't seen. I put in this little redstone component right here. I've been doing some testing, and that's why I had this blocked off. But yeah, so I have this system here. It's one of those it detects the item getting put in and it activates the redstone. And then it also powers this, which locks this hopper, which means that it slows down the rate at which items get dispensed to avoid giant, like, groupings of more than one or two. And that way the items can get properly picked up by the filters, and without, like, going overboard, so I don't accidentally miss something. Now, I guess a good first test for this would be to grab a shulker of items that I know can be sorted, like this. So if I grab that's full. Those, that, actually I want that on me. Let's grab our shulker. And I'm going to use my shulker box unloader here that I've built using a simple, I think this is a T flip-flop. I'm not sure, though. Also, there's some items. Look at that. Okay, if we just, boop, it's going to start unloading, and then we should hear, yep, all the items getting dispensed out and getting pushed along and getting sent over to the honey blocks. So they're going to be dropped. Let's see, come on. There they are. Yep, dropped along. And then I think if we go weight down by the actual slots, let's see, the oak wood logs are going to be here. So when we see them getting caught on the honey block, let's see, wait for them to show up. It takes some time. I timed it for an item to get through the entire system, so all the way down to the bottom and back up to the top. It takes 2 minutes and 13 seconds, which is pretty good considering it used to take 2 minutes and 35 seconds for an item to go half the distance. So I'm waiting for the wood to show up, but I have no clue where it went. There it is. Oh. So now none of it should go flying over the top. If I look in here, it's starting to fill up nice. None of it should go flying past. I think that's officially a job well done. all I have left to do, like I said, and this is something that'll just take place over time as I need it, go in and just replace this item with something that needs storing. So for example, droppers, and then going through and just doing all of the chests and then getting them labeled with the item frames like I have done up here. So yeah, that is a storage system all done and dusted, and I believe that I think it's time for this video to be over. I got a lot done today in the video. Took several days to make this video. I apologize for the longer the wait time for this video. A lot of stuff had happened at home and I was very busy, but I should have more time now coming up to make more videos. So with any luck, we'll be able to get more Pleasantcraft content out to you guys, and you'll be able to see what's going on. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that like button. Please make sure to hit the subscribe and ring the bell if you want to get notifications for when I release new videos. But that brings us to the very end. Leave a comment telling me what I can do better. If you think, hey, instead of doing this, you should do this, and I'm being talked to in chat. Lol. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time. Have a good life, be of good cheer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.